stream to make up for not being able to do it my last night. Hello everybody. It is day 13 for Inktober, but it's actually day 16 I think, so I'm going to try and do a few tonight as well. Really on a time limit with this one because I'm going to work straight after, but we've got lots of nice Inktober's coming along. I think they make a beautiful set. And today's word is horizon. Hello Lisa. I'm just dropping this in really quickly. I'm keeping them all 20 to 30 minutes. So this one cannot be longer than 30. The others haven't been, all bar 1 minute. But yeah, this one is horizon and needs to happen really quickly so I can get to work after. It's going to be a bit tricky because of the thing I've planned for just in here. Maybe I'll just use white after. Usually I try and get people to guess what it is I might be painting, but of course the word is horizon, so I'm pretty sure that gives the game away. How are you doing, Lisa? And happy Canadian Thanksgiving? You have free time? Then I'm really glad I went out of my way to squeeze this one in literally before I have to dash out the door to go to work. Oh, baby's pushing against me. How are you doing? I had the roughest, horriblest day yesterday, really. Well, you know, every day's a good day even when it's a bad day. Yeah, I'm not surprised anymore when I see so many people saying Happy Thanksgiving and it's not the month I expect Thanksgiving to be in. I used to be surprised. Now I'm not surprised. Because I've got enough Canadians on my social media. Oh, I need a bit of a kitchen roll. So I start with watercolour and then I edit things. I change things as I go. It is a lovely blue, isn't it? Surprised myself with that blue actually. I wasn't expecting it to come out so nicely. And I might have to try and erase some of it. Use water and then kitchen paper. There we go. It works especially well if the paint underneath is still quite wet. There we go. That's not so bad at all. Okay. Got a bit of green and brown and stuff coming in here. It is clever, isn't it? You know what? It only works on some paper, actually. It works on most paper, but this is etcher paper, which is really good. However, they do a few that are such high quality that are made with cotton, and it kills me because every time I try to I actually was doing it live using the paper for the first time. I put down the paint and then I went to try and lift it up and it would not lift. Basically the cotton had absorbed the paint right away. It just went and it sucked it all up. So there was nothing I could do. And that was quite a stressful live stream trying out that for the first time because it meant that all the techniques I'd usually do didn't come into play at all. You can dab away anything to get a bit of texture. You see what I mean? Just there. So if those are rocks, there's a little bit of texture now. It's nice, isn't it? I had 6.5 uninterrupted hours of sleep last night, which is just a really lovely thing. And then an extra half hour or so. Yeah, really amazing how paper can affect things so much. I mean, you know, even from keeping scrapbooks and things, right? The page really does, this page shape, color, size, affect it even before you consider even before you consider what the paper type might be doing to your artwork, to your creations. So yeah, the yellow, yeah, the rough brown one, that's the similar style to mine, isn't it, for your sketchbook? Yeah, it really does. It really is quite different. But it's good. The challenge is good. It's nice to be a bit more prepared, like me doing a live stream, learning about the effects of the cotton paper was a bit much, but all worked out okay in the end. Okay, we're at the 5-minute mark. I've not put down as much paint as I'd like, but keep going. There we go. It is quite difficult doing this with the stabilizing thing device right under me. It's a bit annoying actually, but that's fine. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but basically this white bit is a bridge. So I've got two waters next to me. One of them is clean. I have to try and make sure I can keep part of this looking clean. Let's see. Yep, it's gonna work out, I think. I thought you might think so. It's from Wakayama, where we went camping recently. Kind of, it was great camping in the daytime, but then we kind of failed at night. We couldn't sleep in our tent. It was September, but it's so hot, and it turns out our tent is definitely autumn winter vibes. So that was actually kind of horrible. Yeah, it was a nightmare. Me and Rio were very good at sleeping anywhere, but we just couldn't. We just couldn't. That's when you know it's bad. If the people that can sleep anywhere really can't sleep, you got a problem. So what I'm trying to do is keep the white bridge bases white, which is very tricky, as you can see. It is quite tricky. But doable. I'm gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit in a minute. I'm gonna do a few more tonight. That'll be your American morning. I don't know if you're free. Maybe I'm gonna do 2 tonight if I can, if my energy permits. I think energy will permit. I was gonna do it last night, but I just wanted to do some pottering around in a different way. I did go to sleep very, very late, but yeah, I almost did art because art heals, art saves us. But then I just decided to do some other things. Tidying made me feel good. Generally, organising makes me feel good. I think you like a good old organised, don't you, Lisa? Okay, the bridge formation is a little odd, but I think it works enough. Got here and here. Maybe keep coming down here too. And a little more. And under the bridge. Yep, that's fine. And I might make that brush a little bit more dry so I can get the texture of the page underneath. The dryness of the brush will hint at trees and things being over there in the distance. In this one, day number 13 and horizon. Okay, now some trees in the foreground at the 10-minute mark. And I think I might let colouring pencils do their thing again. 1 second. They improve the lighting. I might have improved it ever so slightly, I'm not sure. Okay, the trees in the foreground are much more bright. Or bushes or something, just roughage. It's I'm still going to work all of this month, but it's my last week working in the places I normally work with my regular students, so at least I'm not as emotional as I was yesterday. Yesterday I just got triggered entirely by my least favorite emotion, which is embarrassment. Only I don't get embarrassed for the same things other people get embarrassed by. Absolutely not, actually. I am quite good at lots of the things that other people would classically get embarrassed by. So from about 12 o'clock yesterday, I basically cried every hour. It was a hormonal mess. And I almost sent you voice notes and things, Lisa, but I just decided I couldn't really be bothered to talk about it all. You know, it'll pass. Yeah, the 2 shades of green do look very nice. People just forget that such light colors can go down first for showing the way light hits things. I will, thanks, Lisa. I might anyway, especially now you don't have so many guests clogging up your house in the loveliest of ways. Just add a little texture here and there. A few more for some rocks, and then change what we do next. Right, I'm not doing a sky. The sky would be very lovely, but you see what I've done with all of the others. I've left a space. This is going to be a kind of story time, like Inktober thing, actually. So you'll be able to, a person would be able to write their own thoughts to go with the horizon. I don't know if that makes sense, but it will make sense in the future. Right. I've been teaching people to do water by getting a kind of dry brush and doing straight lines. People probably don't think about water as having straight lines. These are kind of straight lines on a bit of a curve because of the angle of my photograph and because of the shape of the wave. Empty house, apart from the usual faces. Well, that's not an empty house at all in your books, is it? But yeah, from guests. Empty from guests. So dry brushing some wave-like formations in there, and I'll use white after as well. And then there's lots of shadow cast under this bridge. So get a bit of shadow. Still using a kind of dry brush. And obviously not really worrying about what it looks like too much. Trying to teach everybody not to care. Just have fun with what you make. Mixing up a bunch of random browns and things here just to highlight this again. Okay, at the 15-minute mark. Girl will be picking up the pace real shortly. Okay, another Tory image. Oh, thank you. Oh, you like the shadow. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. The shadow might need a little, second. The rocks need a bit more texture. The rocks need something a bit yellowy. In them. There we go, and then the shadowy bit there. Okay. Right, now I'm going to do my black outline just while that's drying, and then I'm going to come in with some pencil crayon to add some more depth and things, and then we'll add the ink to probably highlight the bridge. So I'm just doing my border without worrying about what it looks like, if it's wiggly or not, just leaning into the wiggle. Just to kind of bust up brush pen getting used here. There we go. Quick and lovely, isn't it? It's quite a good effect. I'll just show you, well, that's just drying a little bit. I'll show you some of the other ones from the other days. This one looks very yummy. This one, ooh, here, Tayonopo, here. So lots of nice pictures have been coming out of this, I think. I've been using my own camera reel and the Inktober prompts. You can find the Inktober prompts in the description for this live. And you find more details from me as well. Misskendaljames for anybody who's watching later. And thank you so much for all of your comments and things. Lots of people have been, say, watching on TV and then coming back and commenting after or whatever. But please keep doing that. It's really helping. Okay, right. We've got coastlineness around here. So it's got to be a bit white, but I don't know if that's going to show up. No, that's not showing up so much. So I'm using colouring pencil to add texture and intrigue. I usually hold the pencil on the edge just to, it's kind of a quick coverage actually, but also adds good texture. It picks up the texture of the page really nicely. I'm going to go in with a bit of yellow around here. Don't want to neglect that there's actually different shades happening there. Go a bit heavier and darker under the bridge. And the bridge itself is going to be an interesting one because I've not left it perfectly white at the moment, have I? Okay, and we can really get some nice texture in the water. Doing the same kind of thing, going for lines. Want this darker over here for the shadow of the bridge, quite a lot darker. And then I am going to hold the, I'm going to do a little bit of texture with brown and yellow in the foreground here, and then I'm going to use the colouring pencil to add some definition to some leaves. Coming up to the 20-minute mark, I'm going to be zipping off soon. I'm going to use up a light colour here. Here, and then I'm going to use the point of the pencil to spike lots of actual little leaves in here. I'm not really looking at my reference picture anymore. I am a little bit, but I'm not religiously following it. We've just got to relax into the art sometimes and stop trying to copy everything exactly. We'll create our own style much more naturally if we just get a little bit of inspiration here and there. Right, let's see what I can do about this bridge. Fill that in with some white. I've got acrylic paint I can use to bring out more of the white. but maybe I'll draw it in for now. I'm going to use a thick pen to actually highlight some aspects of a tree around here, just with little, not tree, but bushes and things, just with little curly marks and a slightly thicker pen. And then the bridge is made of metals and things, so I'm going to use a thin pen to do the metals nice and strong, a nice strong thick line, rather than this like curly haphazard line. There we go. So I didn't go over everything there, just a little bit, just some of the things. It is quick, isn't it? Quick and lovely. Okay. Right, now the bridge. A little tricky, but I can do it. Let's go under the bridge here. Okay, a little bit over the bridge. Here. Ooh, it is tricky. It's very tricky. Right. Okay, and that goes here. I wonder if you can see quite why it's so tricky in a minute. Well, I think I'm just imagining a bridge at this point, which is fine. We can imagine bridge formations. You can hear my desperate concentration here. Yeah, you're gonna have to indulge in my silence for a moment. You see what I'm doing? Yeah, if I show you the reference picture, you'll be like, oh, you kind of made up your own bridge. Just got inspired by a bridge, which is fine. I don't have the time to invest in replicas today. And anyway, that's not what it's about. I'm trying to teach everybody not to care so much as well. So long live not caring. Okay. It's alright, it's alright. Ooh. In here. It's a something. Looking like a bridge in some way is enough for me. There we go. It's amazing what little lines can do. Also, yeah, that is a hell of a made up bridge. I'm gonna let it be though. I'm gonna fill in. Okay. 25-minute mark. Looking safe, looking okay. Right, need a little bit of green in here. Okay. Not so bad, actually. Now, I've got some white acrylic that... Oh, 1 second. There's some, like, little something out over here, so let me hint at some little somethings. There we go. Who knows what those are? Doesn't really matter. Fill in a bit of the blue around here, just make it match that a little bit more. There we go. Right, I've got white acrylic paint here. I'm just going to highlight some bits and fill in where I wasn't really able to keep it as blank as I wanted to. I don't think this will dry in time for me to go over it again if I want to, but you can easily go over these lines with more ink after if you want them to stand out a bit more. Just a bit whiter over white, that's true. Should have more black in there, but I'll do it after tonight when it's dried. Okay, that is enough for me there. And let's get a bit over here, just around this coastal area. And around here, like wet but dry. Lots of focus going into this suddenly. Okay, at the 27-minute mark, 28 minutes just about, I'm gonna dab some a little bit over here as well. Should probably be using a thinner brush, but it doesn't matter too much. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. Oh, we got some good texture in just then. Okay, calling it as the good texture finds its way into the space. Just going to sign a little KJ. I'll turn it over and do the back, write the information on the back. This was day 13, Horizon, okay, in Wakayama. Please do check me out on linktr.ee/Misskendaljames. You can also find a link to my baby registry if you'd like to get anything for me and baby family starting out soon. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like it. Very quickly done. I hope you don't think it looks too bad, but still, there we go. Hi, I'm just off right now, Monique, okay, but I'll catch you again soon. All right, thank you so much, everybody. It was lots of fun. See you.